Great. So this is the new moon class. We're going to be speaking on Aries new moon today. Again, please type 555 in the chat if you can see me, if you can see the screen, if you can hear me. Today, we're really going to be covering how to use the new moon. There's something I discovered in a book by an individual named Jan Spiller, who wrote a book about new moons. And she says that wishes are one of the best ways that we can manifest. Manifesting, doing wishes, and doing affirmations are three separate topics. So I think it's very important that we remember that. One of the main benefits I feel of wishes is they come true. As long as you continuously drive yourself towards them, they will eventually come true. I've done this with when I lost 100 pounds. 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I was homeless. I wished myself into the apartment you see me sitting in right now. 1 year ago, I wished for 10,000 followers. Right now, I'm at 450,000. So making consistent wishes will eventually work, especially if you are studying your chart. All right, go ahead and type 111 in the chat if you caught all of that. We're going to get started here. No more wasting time. So what are the important upcoming events for 2022 is on the agenda. We're also going to talk about how to make a wish based on your North Node. I'm going to do a little bit of a lecture on manifesting with Venus. I've already spoken on this before, but Venus will be going into Pisces pretty soon. So I really want to talk about the energy of Venus in Pisces. I do not want to talk about your individual Venus sign. I want to talk specifically about the 30 days coming up for everybody. If you need individual help based on your Venus, this class is not designed for that. Please set up some personal time with me, and I'd love to take care of that with you. Next, we're going to talk about Chiron and Aries. This is also going to be a part of the lecture. You can definitely reference the North Node wishes that I give you to apply them to your Chiron sign as well. Okay. If you didn't know, Chiron is the asteroid that manages how we heal ourselves. The more you study on how to heal yourself, the more you heal yourself. If you're stuck in a perpetual state of healing and you're not being healed, I promise you it's because you're not effectively using your Chiron yet. So I want to give you some great tools on how to do that. Last but not least, I want to show you how to use your chart to make money, how I can coach you, how I can help some of you change your life for the better, whatever that looks like for you. So go ahead and type 444 in the chat. We have 44 people in the room now. So the first thing I need you all to write down is this quick, easy guide that I'm going to give you for knowing what all the zodiac signs mean. How many of you have memorized all of the zodiac signs at this point? You know what all 12 zodiac signs do. If you do not, this is the cheat code. This is the easiest, fastest way to remember what all 12 zodiac signs do and how they all apply to you in your own individual chart. Okay, so the first thing that you need to know is that cardinal signs are the leaders. Okay, cardinal sign being Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Now, because today we are talking about the new moon in Aries, this is the best time, even if you're not in Aries, even if you're not a fire sign, even if you're a shy person, even if you're filled with anxiety and no one's ever believed in you, this is the perfect time to lead, to start, to begin, okay? Because that is what the energy is calling for. A new moon asks you to be new, all right? If you've been thinking about starting something, stop thinking. There's no time for it, okay? Think while you do. Plan while you do. Especially if you haven't started something yet, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse down anymore, but start. Get someone to help you, whatever it is, okay? I've hired coaches, I've hired trainers, I've hired people, I've paid people to help me finish or start things, and it saves me all the time in the world. It gets it done so I can focus on what my next dream is, okay? Go ahead and type 222 in the chat if that resonates with you. Next, fixed signs. Fixed signs in astrology are the ones who follow through. They're consistent, they're determined. That doesn't mean every single Taurus and every single Aquarius is going to follow through, but at the highest level, they will. Okay. If a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius says they're going to do something, more than likely they're going to do it. Okay. Promise you that. The best way to train and practice that is by focusing on how you can become consistent. There's so many people that I know that are inconsistent, but they are consistently doing something else. They're consistently hanging out with their friends, consistently checking social media, consistently eating their favorite meal. How can you take that same energy and apply it to your goals and your dreams? We're going to talk a little bit about that later on. Next is mutable signs. Mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and the best zodiac sign that ever existed and that will ever exist, Pisces. Can you tell I just had a birthday? Anyways, these signs are flexible, changeable, and adaptable. Those are the strengths of these zodiac signs, because when you have flexible, mutable energy, you are able to adapt to multiple situations. It's so common. I see mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces people. They tell me, oh, son, I have ADHD. I don't know what to do with myself. And I'm like, swim in it. You're supposed to. Having attention problems means that nothing's keeping your attention. You need to find something that holds your attention. That's what you're supposed to be doing. If that's music, if that's swimming, if that's art, if that's talking with friends, if that's making something, that's what you're supposed to be doing. The 9 to 5, the going to school stuff, is very hard for mutable signs unless the subject aligns with their purpose. So you need to be choosing things that align with your purpose. Everyone go ahead and type 555 in the chat if that resonates with you. Cool. So the next piece here, if you have a lot of fire, I saw someone type in the chat, I have a lot of fire in my chart. I have a hard time staying focused. Good. The reason why is because you're giving yourself the wrong impression, okay? Your whole focus should be on inspiring, encouraging, and doing things with enthusiasm, all right? That's what fire energy represents, and that's Aries, Leo, Sag. Because we're in an Aries new moon, this is the right time to start encouraging, inspiring, and being enthusiastic. If you've been feeling low energy, you've been feeling sad, you've been feeling depressed, if you've been feeling these things, you need to make sure that the people that you follow, the content, the videos, the music that you watch, listen to, absorb, podcasts especially, they need to inspire you, encourage you, and bring out enthusiastic parts of you. If they aren't, that is the problem. You're not getting the medicine that you need for the illness, okay? I remember when I used to be extremely depressed consistently, it was because I was listening to music that was depressing. I was watching things that filled me with anxiety, thinking that I was marathoning a show that I liked, when the whole time that show was bringing me anxiety. Please watch things, listen to things, do things that inspire you and encourage you. Be around people who inspire you, encourage you, and if they make you feel uncomfortable, that is space to grow, okay? Go ahead and type a fire emoji in the chat so I know you caught that. Next, if you have water in your chart, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, these three zodiac signs are filled with intuition, creativity, and they know how to express themselves by emoting, okay? Who here has water in their chart? Who here is a water sun, water moon, water rising? Go ahead and type it in the chat for me. If you have water in your chart, your main and highest level of skill is your intuition, your creativity, the way you express yourself. And this goes for tropical and for Vedic. I know some of you have Aries placements, your Aries sun, moon, rising, Venus. That means that you're a Pisces sun, moon, rising, Venus, which means that your intuition, your creativity, the way you express yourself is your superpower. How do you make money? You use your intuition, that hunch, that thing, in that little twinge in your stomach, that little thing that you heard from someone on the phone, the way you express yourself. You notice your body getting closer to someone, getting further away from someone when they talk. That's intuition. That's expression. Okay, that's how it works. All right. Go ahead and drop a water emoji in the chat to make sure that you got that. The last two, air and earth signs, they're super boring, but they're amazing people. I'm just kidding. They're not boring. And if I do say boring, I mean deep. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. These people have the most feelings. I don't know where in astrology it said that these people don't have feelings. Yes, they're highly intellectual, but these people are sensitive because they like to share ideas. They like to listen. They like to be heard. They like to share thoughts. Okay. So if you have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your chart, go ahead and give me an air sign emoji, because that means that you need to be sharing your ideas and thoughts. Let's just say that you're an Aries sun, you have a Pisces moon, but your midheaven is in, for example, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Ignore everything else, because your midheaven is what you look like at the highest level, okay? You need to be sharing your ideas. Oh, you're shy? No one cares, okay? Because people want your ideas. People want to hear from you. People want to learn what you know, okay? That's what's important. The more you practice, the better you'll get at it. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, where you at? Where is it in your chart? Okay. I'm a Capricorn stellium in the outer planets. That's why I'm crazy. Okay. So if you have Earth in your chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you are one of the most realistic and practical manifestors. Okay. The way you manifest is by being practical and productive. Right now, my moon is progressed in Capricorn. I don't feel anything. I just get to work. I love it. It's amazing. The moment I feel something, I start manifesting a practical and productive idea so that I can move through my feelings in a way that feels healthy. Okay. That's the biggest thing. Does everyone have this down? Did everyone take their screenshots? By the way, feel free to take screenshots. Perfect. So when I ask you later, or excuse me, when someone asks me later, what does it mean when I have this in Pisces? Or what does it mean when I have this in Sagittarius? Or what does it mean when I have this in Libra? This is exactly the page that you want to be focusing on, okay? That is going to answer all of your questions, I promise, especially when we get to the North Node. Oh, what does my North Node in this mean? It means that you need to manifest, be practical, and be productive, okay? What does it mean when I have fire in this planet? It means that you need to inspire and encourage people. That's how you earn people trust. That's how you earn your energetic gifts. That's how you heal yourself. All right. Go ahead and type 777 in the chat if everyone is understanding this. Cool. So eclipse season's coming up. Eclipse season's coming up. Eclipse season's coming up. It starts April 30th. You have been warned. Eclipse season is here. We have exactly 30 days. If you are planning on starting a business, starting a relationship, starting a new project, starting a new habit, starting and forming a new group, starting to call in your soul tribe, working with your ancestors, healing, doing any kind of shadow work, any kind of light work, any kind of new work, you want to quit your job, do it before eclipse season, because eclipse season is the season for unexpected changes. Okay. If you plan things now going into eclipse season, that means that you are planning for the changes. That is a much smarter idea and theory to use, because starting April 30th, when the Taurus solar eclipse happens, things are about to get messy, okay? The reason why things are going to get messy is because Taurus has to do with money, resources, family. These topics are going to be massive starting April 30th, okay? You're going to see a lot of shakeups in the government, especially. You're going to see a lot of shakeups in gas, food, resources, money, like I said before. Crypto has been jumping. The stock market has been jumping. The price of gold has gone up. For those of you who watch my videos, truly, I told you gold was going to go up. It went up almost 40 bucks. I made tons of money. I hope you did too, because this stuff is very predictable. Okay. You got to pay attention. If you're struggling to make money, focus on being good at timing. Okay. The economy has always moved with astrology. This has been proven time and time again. We've been noticing these changes happening with the moon. Every new moon, full moon, the stock market goes up and down. New moon up, full moon down. Predictable. Okay. There's so much you can be doing with astrology. Okay. May 16th, Scorpio lunar eclipse. This is going to call everyone to go inward for a while before summer gets cracking. All right. May 16th, what I would advise for you is to really start grinding on beating. If you're someone who's been beating yourself up on not doing things, everything that you're not doing, you're not supposed to do it. Get over it, scrap it, do what you love. Do the things that help you feel connected to yourself. Scorpio is about emotional attachment, emotional security, creative security. If you're an artist, if you make videos, I know a lot of you in here are content creators who are not getting the views that you want. I'm going to talk to you later about how to get your views up. Okay. I'm going to talk to you later about how to grow your following too. Okay. Scorpio lunar eclipse is going to be a great time for you to start executing on those goals, especially the creative and the artistic ones. All right. If you don't consider yourself an artist, guess what? If you can cook food, you're an artist. If you can speak, you're an artist. If you can think, you're an artist. If you can inspire someone to do something, you're an artist. All right. October 25th, the Scorpio solar eclipse is going to be the portal out, okay, of the chaos. And then November 8th, we are going to be going back into our Taurus lunar eclipse. This is again going to bring up more family, more resource energy, things that we need to be thinking about. This is not necessarily, I wouldn't advise for people to save their money. What I would say at this time is you want to invest in things that will bring you more money. If you can invest in something that will grow you money over time, if you can invest in knowledge, if you can learn a skill, if you can learn how to coach, train, teach people online, especially, this is going to be a great time because Taurus is in Uranus. Uranus in astrology is the planet that rules technology, innovation, changes. I know all of you use technology on some level. All you need is someone to teach you how to use it better so you can make money with it. Okay. So next, all the zodiac signs that I spoke about are right here for you. If you forgot from the last time we talked, I forgot my water. Oh my goodness. We're going to take a quick break in a second, but there's positive signs and there's negative signs. There's masculine signs and there's feminine signs. We are in a masculine period, which means that it is time to take action. Okay. We are moving towards a negative, which means it's going to be a time to receive. So all of the actions that you take this week are going to show the rewards from now until the next 6 months when there's going to be an Aries full moon during Libra season. Okay. I've been tracking my manifestations. Mine come through within about 3 to 6 months because I kind of don't sleep, but also I really put really hard, strong intentions out. The other thing I really want to encourage you to do when you're wishing, when you're manifesting, when you're doing affirmations, the more you help other people with their manifestations, the easier yours come through. Go ahead and type 999 in the chat if you heard me. This is something that I don't really talk about often because I like to help people in silence. But I've noticed the more you help people with their own things, the more quickly yours comes through. And this is an invitation for those of you who've been thinking about being tarot readers, astrologers, Reiki healers, womb trauma healers. This is all important work, okay? The more you serve, the more you help the community, the more you help the collective, the more rewards are given to you. Has anyone here gone to school before? Have any of you been enrolled in school? Does anyone remember that kid in school in class who would help the teacher and they would get a gold star, or they would get an extra treat, or they would get an extra something? Anyone remember that kid? Some people would call them the brown noser, or they would call them the teacher's prefect. Anyone know that kid? That's how the universe works, okay? Being a teacher's pet is going to benefit you if you're doing it for the collective audience, okay? The more you help people, the better, all right? I see a lot of you are making a lot of statements. That's funny. Okay, cool. So does everyone know their rising sign? Because I want to give you another really cool trick before we get into everything here, okay? Based on your rising sign, the planet of your rising sign is going to tell you the best times for you to do certain things, okay? Now, this is going to sound a little tricky, but I want you to stay focused on what is your rising sign. Once you find your rising sign, look at the planet. Go ahead and type the planet of your rising sign in the chat, okay? That is the planet that you need to be paying attention to the most in your chart. If you're using your progress chart, you should be either 1 or 2 zodiac signs ahead, okay? So for example, I'm an Aries rising born. Currently, my rising sign is in Gemini. So Mercury is the planet that I'm focused on. It's the planet that I've been working with the most. Today is Wednesday. Today's Mercury day. It's the reason why I chose today for this class, because energetically it has the most alignment with me, okay? So you need to be planning things out. You need to be studying. You need to be working with that planet that is your rising sign, natally or progressed. If you're brand new to astrology, type 111 in the chat. If you're still feeling like you're new, you don't know all the houses, you don't know all the planets, you don't know what degrees mean, you don't know how to read a chart, study and focus the ruler of your rising sign. This will make your life way easier, okay? Anytime that planet goes into another zodiac sign, you need to go and do your homework. You need to go and get a reading from someone, if not me, someone who is around my level, okay? Someone who can tell you specifically for 30 whole minutes, 40, 45, an hour long, how to use and work with this planet, because this planet is going to bring you luck. It's going to bring you ease. It's going to bring you success, okay? For those of you who don't know, I see a lot of you typed 111 in the chat. That's fine. Please focus on this planet. One of the things that I did to kind of expedite the process, I got all the planets tatted on me. The moment I did that, life got crazy, okay? I had to learn about all the planets, focus on all the planets. The reason why I got the tattoo was so I could commit to myself energetically, all right? Go ahead and screenshot this page if you have written it down, whatever you got to do. This is the first tattoo I actually ever got. All the planets on my forearm. This is the first tattoo that I ever gave myself, was this Aries tattoo, because I'm an Aries rising. This is Chiron, because Chiron is how you heal yourself and others. What does exalt mean? whenever a planet exalts, it means that its power becomes even more. So exalted means that it gets a blessing. So if you have Mercury Aries, for example, or if Mercury's in Aries for a season, it means that that zodiac is exalted. It means it has even more of a blessing. Mercury has to do with communication. Aries has to do with inspiring and encouraging. So it's a really great energy to have together. Same with the rest of them. Taurus moon is really great placement. Cancer, Jupiter, great placement. Mercury, Virgo, great placement. Libra, Saturn, amazing placement. Capricorn, Mars, hardest workers ever. Pisces, Venus, I have that in sidereal, absolutely incredible. So I see some people asking personal questions. I would answer them, but we have more work to do. So making wishes with your North Node, okay? Making wishes with your North Node means understanding your past karma, okay? Go ahead and type in the chat what past karma means. Someone asked me, how do we find sidereal and tropical signs? You need to go to astro-seek.com. That's going to show you your natal chart. If you need your progress chart or your sidereal chart, you can type that in. You can type in astro-seek.com. One second. You can type in astro-seek.com sidereal, SIDEREAL, and this will pull it up for you in Google. All right. So understanding your past karma using your North Node means karma, meaning the cycles of your life. A lot of people think karma is negative. It's negative if you're doing a whole bunch of bad stuff. Yeah. Karma is positive if you're out here doing positive things. Okay. Karma meaning the cycles of your life. The past meaning the things that you've experienced, the lessons that you've learned. Okay. So what is your North Node? What is your Chiron? Because we're about to get into the wishes right now, okay? If you're an Aries North Node, if you have Aries in the first house, this is for you. If you have Aries Chiron, this is for you. Aries North Node is learning to overcome codependent tendencies. Many lifetimes they spent pouring their energy into strengthening partners as a part of their identity, okay? This is Aries's downfall in any planet, in any house, is strengthening others, but not strengthening yourself. When Aries strengthens themselves, then others, this is where their power comes back. So example wishes for you is I easily find myself accepting responsibility for my own survival. Libra and Aries, they focus on survival, okay? The next wish you can make here is I release all unhealthy codependent tendencies and lift them from me. All right? Who has Aries, North Node, Chiron, or first house? This is the wish that you want to be making. If you don't know your North Node, you need to go to astro-seek.com, type in your birth chart information, and get that pulled out. All right? So I see a few people with Aries Chiron. Have you experienced this before where you are giving more to people than yourself? Yes or no? Because this is the wish that you need to be making so that you can overcome that. I'm going to bring awareness to your downfall so that we can make it a positive thing for you. Okay? I'm going to bring awareness to your downfall so that I can make it a positive thing for you. If you're a Taurus Chiron, Taurus North Node, Taurus rising, this is for you. Taurus North Node is developing awareness of their own needs and building a sense of self-worth due to many incarnations of discounting their own needs. Okay? These people need to develop a healthy sense of their own self-worth. How many Taurus placements have experienced this? How many Taurus people have experienced this? Scorpio North Node, the wish that you need to be making is, I easily find myself consciously aware of what I need. If you have Taurus placements in your chart, you can be using these wishes too. It doesn't matter if it's Uranus, Mars, rising sun, moon. If you have Scorpio or Taurus, these are the wishes you can be using also, okay? I easily find myself consciously aware of what I need. I release all guilt around stating what my various needs are. Taurus placements have a lot of needs. That's okay. Communicate them, please, so that other people can help you, because you're always serving other people. There needs to be duality. Go ahead and type 222 in the chat if you caught that. How's everything so far? Everything making sense for everybody? Can I repeat what part? I don't remember what I said. I release all guilt around stating what my various needs are. I release all guilt around stating what my various needs are. Next, Gemini. If you have North Node Gemini, if you have North Node in your third house, this is for you. If you have Gemini Chiron, this is for you. If you have Gemini placements, this can also apply to you. Okay? Gemini North Node people are learning how to communicate without righteousness. Conviction in your point of view is needed, but learning how to have two-way communication is more valuable. I know some Geminis that will talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. I know some Geminis that will listen and listen and listen and listen and listen. Gotta have a little bit of both, okay? Gemini is one of the best zodiac signs for communication. If you are struggling as a communicator, as a Gemini placement, Gemini North Node, third house North Node, it's because you're either not listening or you're not speaking enough. You need to create a balance for yourself and other people by practicing. All right? The more you practice, the more you elevate this skill, the more you elevate this talent, okay? Gemini people are also some of the best salespeople in the world. They can sell damn near anything, okay? You need to be making money off of that. You should not just be doing it for someone else, okay? If you have a mouthpiece on you and you're not making $10,000 a month, someone is using you to make $10,000 a month. I'm just gonna be straight up with you, okay? We need to convert that energy. So if you have Sagittarius South Node, some example wishes are, I easily find myself aware of what others are saying and meaning. The next wish here is, I release all needs of others needing to validate my thoughts. If you're a Gemini placement, North Node in the third house, no one knows what you're saying. You don't even know what you're saying. You're just good at speaking. That's fine. You're channeling. You're a channel, okay? You're a channel. You're a vessel for thoughts and ideas, all right? Go ahead and type the wish that I just told you in the chat so I know that you actually got it, because I don't want someone later to be like, oh, could you please repeat this? No, we're going to go over it thoroughly the first time so we don't have to go over it again. I just need 1 or 2 people to type it in the chat and I'll move forward. And same thing with the rest of them. Let's just get these typed out in the chat so I know for a fact that you read it, that you saw it. Because I know someone's in here paying attention, but not all the attention they could be paying, right? All right, cool. Perfect. Next, we have Chiron North Node, or excuse me, Cancer North Node. Cancer North Node people are learning to recognize and value their personal feelings. If you have North Node in your 4th house or in Cancer, or you have Cancer placements, you might feel all of these things that I'm about to say. Suppression of your emotions and feelings has caused you to delay recognizing what emotional happiness, security, and satisfaction looks like. Have any of you experienced this? Cancer placements. As a Cancer Mars myself, I've definitely experienced this. Majority of my childhood into adulthood, okay? The way that we work with this energy is by using the wish, I easily release my need to suppress my feelings and lift the need from me. We need to bring it up and out, okay? The next wish you can be making here is I easily find myself being aware of myself, my moods, and my feelings. This is going to change the whole game for Cancer placements, okay? It's going to allow you to really get in tune and in touch with what it is that you desire and seek. I'm going to grab water quick. Go ahead and feel free to grab water yourself. Cool. The reason why I said 4th house is because Cancer rules the 4th house naturally. All of the zodiac signs rule over a specific house. So if North Node's in your 4th house, if you have a Cancer North Node, all of this applies to you. That's why I said that, Amy. Is that clear? Cool. My computer keeps reminding me to do chart roast, which are coming back, by the way. I'm going to be destroying all of you in chart roast very soon. I'm very excited to tear you up, okay? I've been waiting. I've been saving all my anger for the last 6 months just for this moment, all right? I'm excited to bring the chart roast back. So, Leo North Node, if you have North Node in the 5th house, or if you have Leo placements, where's Leo in your chart, everybody? Leo North Node people are learning to strengthen their self-confidence. Their individuality was discounted at a stage in their life, causing their will to be less strong. They get easily distracted, but should use their focus on their own individual efforts for success, okay? So, Leo North Node, you need to put your focus on your individual efforts, okay? Especially, I see someone said I have Leo in the 11th. If you have Leo in the 11th, focus on yourself this new moon. You need to focus on what you're doing. You need to put the energy towards how you inspire, encourage, and use your enthusiasm like a good fire sign does, because that's going to bring you to the peak level of being you. All right. Now, if you have this Aquarius South node, these are the wishes that you want. If you have the Aquarius North node, or excuse me, Leo North node, Aquarius South node, I easily fill myself with healthy self-confidence in every area of my life. If you're someone who struggles with confidence, it's because you don't have that much energy, or you have too much energy in your Leo or Aquarius house. This wish will help you, okay? I don't have any Leo planets, but I still really love this healthy self-confidence wish because, and I've used it for months. A lot of you think I'm confident. What it really comes down to is I am wishing for confidence. I am wishing for that actively, and it starts to, the more you do it, the more you say it, the more it comes into your life, okay? I easily find myself staying on track until my goals are reached. You gotta say that as well, okay? You wanna break that down. I think Stephanie, can you see my screen? You want me to repeat the wish? Go ahead and screenshot it. I'm just reading off the screen here. We have a lot to get done. Please, please, please make sure you're paying attention so that we can get through everything. I want to keep repeating, but it takes up more time. I easily fill myself with healthy self-confidence in every area of my life. Next is I easily find myself staying on track until my goals are reached. Next, if you have a Virgo North node, Virgo in the sixth, or excuse me, North node in the 6th house, this is for you. Virgo North node, even if you have Virgo placements, this is for you. Virgo North node people are learning to respond to chaos with constructive participation. Learning self-purification, spending time in solitude, monasteries, or even jail will help you participate in restoring order to your problems. This doesn't have to be a physical jail. This could be a mental jail. This could be a psychological jail, okay? Anything that allows you to have isolation. So if you have Pisces South node, or if you have Virgo placements, Pisces placements, this is the wish that you want to be using. I easily find myself participating in relationships when I feel like withdrawing. How many of you Pisces and Virgo placements like to go and isolate yourself? And this could be true also for Aries and Libras, because you're sidereal Pisces and Virgos. Okay, cool. You need to be using this wish because it will help you connect to the people that actually want to connect with you versus the people who possibly have been draining you, okay? Next, I easily find myself focusing on creative results in my life. This is massive because Virgo and Pisces, they can get stuck at times with what to do, what to say. Don't think about that. Focus on creating results. Focus on creating change. Focus on creating love. These are the things that are going to help bring you that change that you're actually looking for. I remember when I was trying to move out of my mom's house for the longest, I was so focused on moving out that I didn't even think to get a nice paying job so that I could move out, right? Creating blocks is so easy when you're not focused on the right thing. So I'm going to be going to the next slide. We're halfway through, by the way, everybody. Good job. Go ahead and type 333 in the chat. If you're sticking along, sticking it out, I'm proud of all of you. We're almost done. All right. We're going to get into the Venus stuff pretty soon here. We're going to talk about a couple other things too. So Libra North Node people, or if North Node's in your 7th house, You have to learn how to relax. You need to learn how to focus on your personal survival. These people draw in many enemies because they are warriors and people see them as threats. If you have Libra placements in your chart, people see you as threats. It's typically people of the opposite gender or the same gender. It depends on how your chart is set up. But if you have Libra placements, people out of nowhere will see you as an enemy. This is because if they don't have pure intentions, they are. Okay? So an example wish for you is I easily lift the feeling of needing to focus on survival. As a warrior, you need to be focused on being in tune with yourself. The other wish that you need to be making is I easily I easily release all feelings of negative self-absorption. One second. Okay, we back. I just had to correct something on the screen. All right. So because these people are warriors, people see them as a threat. So I easily release all feelings of negative absorption. Okay. Next, Scorpio North Node. If you have North Node in your 8th house, who has that? Who has Scorpio placements, North Node or 8th house energy going on? Okay. Scorpio North Node people are challenged with releasing stubbornness. Believe it or not, Scorpios are more stubborn than Tauruses. They feel an exaggerated importance around being thorough. This can be very counterproductive for that person and for others around them because they've spent time investing in another person's plan without a reason. If you're a Scorpio North Node, Scorpio placement, stay out of people's business. If it has nothing to do with you, leave it alone. You're investing so much emotional, creative energy into things that don't have anything to do with you. If you're a Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, stay out of people's business. Stop it. It's literally counterproductive because it doesn't benefit you. It doesn't benefit you at all. Okay? And I know this because that's just how it goes. Okay? I've seen so many Scorpios obsess over people, talk about this stuff. And then there's the Scorpios, the good ones, who they don't care. They just stop caring. Okay? And focus on what they need to be doing. Eventually, everything that you need to know is going to be known. That's life. Okay? So the way that we make wishes with this placement, with this specific North Node, this North Node in the 8th house, is I easily release all self-defeating stubbornness and lift it from me. The next wish is I easily find myself staying on track until my goals are reached. Very similar to Leo, okay? But the difference is Leo needs to focus on directing energy towards itself. Scorpio needs to focus on the task that's going to get it to the next step. Okay, that's the key difference. Leo also has a smaller nose. You're hilarious. Stay out of people's business, Scorpios. That's how you really get stuff done. Sagittarius North Node. Who has Sagittarius North Node in the 9th house, Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? This all applies to you energetically. Sagittarius North Node people are challenged with releasing stubbornness. They feel an exaggerated importance of I think I double typed this. Or excuse me, yeah, I did. So Sagittarius North Node, what their focus is and should be is actually they have trouble hearing people for what they actually say sometimes, okay? So Sagittarius North Node needs to focus on hearing people for what they mean and listening to people for what they say. That's what's supposed to be on the screen here. Apologies. I'm human. Oh my God. Gemini South Node, what that's asking you to do is the wishes that you need to be making are in listening to others. I easily find myself hearing the deeper meaning of people's words. Sagittarius placements have such a profound way of thinking, and they can really take things any different direction. So really focusing on hearing people for what they really mean in their words is going to be key. The other piece to this is I easily find myself willing to deeply help and understand others to become a better person. Go ahead and type 999 in the chat if you caught that. Cool. We're 75% of the way through, everybody. How's everyone doing? Great. So Capricorn North Node, Capricorn rising, Capricorn moon, Capricorn sun, Venus, Mars. If you have planets in your 10th house, all of this will apply to you. Capricorn North Node people are learning to take charge of their lives. You feel incapable of making your own way in the world. This causes you to want to focus on surviving. Typically, Capricorn people try to survive through other people, okay? As a Capricorn stellium outer planets, what I've realized too is that we are so focused on building things for people that we forget to build for ourselves. So one of the ways that I would ask you to kind of approach it, Capricorn placements, Capricorn North Node, if you have North Node in the 10th house, is take the Jeff Bezos approach. Take not the actual person Jeff Bezos, but the approach, okay? Jeff Bezos built something that the whole world could benefit from, but also pays him. Take the Jeff Bezos approach, okay? That's gonna be, I feel, the most productive way for you to work with the energy of Capricorn, okay? Because taking charge in your life, you do it a lot faster, it seems like, when there's other people involved. Would you say that's true or false, Capricorn placements? Do you feel like you take more leadership roles when other people are involved? Cool. Awesome. So, Cancer South Node, the wish that you want to make here is I easily find myself helping others without becoming upset. Okay. Capricorn placements, Cancer placements have this massive thing where they'll help someone and maybe get a little bit upset afterwards. Why be upset? You just help someone accomplish something, and now energetically you've created good karma. Okay. I easily find myself being empathetic to others in a way that moves mountains. This is huge because when you're empathetic with people, it means that you're able to relate and put yourself in their shoes. When you're sympathetic to people, it means that you're putting yourself in the same situation as them. And this is where you are more likely to get hurt. So applying empathy is going to be a better route Those of you who listen to Gary Vaynerchuk, who knows Gary Vaynerchuk? He has some nice Capricorn Cancer placements in his chart, or the houses are really nice for him for doing logistics and public relations, especially. This is how you move mountains. If you have very hard goals, being empathetic with other people will help you see that those goals are not that big or hard, okay? Aquarius North Node, if you have North Node in your 11th house, this is for you. Aquarius North Node people are learning to become more aware of the wants and needs of others. Does being attached to your plan work out for you, Aquarius? How can you help everyone win? Focusing on how to help everyone win, focusing, especially if you have 11th house, if you know your 11th house zodiac, this one really applies to you. How does being attached to your work out for you? I know for a fact when I detach from my videos that I make, like for example, yesterday, I think I made 10 videos. I didn't think about any of them until later in the night. One of them popped off, a couple of them fell off. Overall, it was a win. Over 500,000 videos or 500,000 views yesterday. I posted a bunch, but because I stopped thinking about what my work is and just let my work do itself, that's how Aquarius energy works, okay? That's how Aquarius energy works, point blank, period. Wherever you have it. I know someone just asked, is that applied to MC? Wherever you have Aquarius, detach from your work. Focus on how to help everyone win. That's one of the main reasons why I make the content that I do and I give people free game, is because I want to see everyone win, because that helps me detach from my work. I care about the people, okay? That's how you really want to use Aquarius energy. So the wishes that you want to focus on are, I consciously listen to what others want from me, okay? To be a good content creator, to be a good boss, to be a good, leader, to be a good anything in life, you need other people. And if you're not doing what people want from you, why would they support you? That's the reason why we vote for certain presidents, is because they say they're going to do what they want for us. And then you see what happens. But same thing with a business, same thing with a content creator. If a content creator or an artist is not giving you what you're asking for, you're going to unfollow them. You're going to stop listening to them. You're going to stop working with them. So the way to really utilize 11th house energy, Aquarius energy, is I release all self-defeating behaviors. Aquariuses and Leos are masters of self-sabotage. Okay? The way that you release that is by saying, I release all self-defeating behaviors. For some of you, this could take a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get rid of. For some of you, you need to write this down for the next 8 months and make a wish about it every single month until it goes away, depending on how big it is inside of you. All right? Last but not least, Pisces North Node. Pisces people, the best people that ever existed. I'm going to die on this hill. I don't care. Pisces people are learning to become more humility. And I'm over here boasting about Pisces. Crazy. Y'all some runners. What does that mean? Letting go of being a perfect person so that you can express yourself. Okay, that's going to be the key thing here, Pisces, is letting go of being perfect so that you can express yourself. On the flip side, if you have Virgo South Node, some of the wishes that you need to be making is, I easily let go of the need to be perfect. I easily find myself embracing my own imperfections. Okay. So again, Pisces people are learning to work with more humility. I can't even say the word. Letting go of being perfect so that you can express yourself. I easily let go of my need to be perfect. I easily find myself embracing my own imperfections. Okay, this applies to Pisces and Virgo placements as well. Does this go for Virgo North Node? Virgo North Node and South Node are very similar. They're not the same, but you can definitely apply the energy to both. I encourage you to. If you didn't write all of these down, I'm sorry, but I'm not going through it again, okay? I told you at the very beginning to please write it down for every single zodiac sign because they will all apply to you. Natally, progress, you might know someone, even the cat down the road might be, a Virgo South Node. You never know who this could apply to. So this is something I would practice too. Someone asks, does this apply to the moon? It applies to any Virgo placement, but specifically on the screen, I do have the South Node for you for a reason. Okay. So that is pretty much the whole thing with North Node, South Node. I'm going to open up the room for a second here so we can have questions asked. Go ahead and raise your hand if you have any questions about what I just taught you. I do not want questions about other things yet, just questions about what I just taught you. If you're confused, please don't be shy. There's no stupid questions. I'm just going to reinforce what we already spoke on. Maria, what's up?
Hey. So I'm looking at the Virgo South Node right now. Now I have a Libra North Node and an Aries South Node, but I'm asking, how could I apply this Virgo South Node to my Virgo midheaven?
Releasing the need to be perfect.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
And then also what we talked about in the beginning, what does Virgo do? What do mutable signs do? What do earth signs do? You want to add all three up together and give yourself a story.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Someone asked, do we write the wishes down or say them and how often? I'm going to go through that in just a moment for you. Does anyone else have questions? Okay, cool. So for the wishes, what we're going to do is the wishes you need to be making, they need to be handwritten. All right. I personally use these leather bound journals to write my manifestations out. All right. This one's from like 2 years ago. Just tons and tons and tons of wishes. I'm going to give you a couple secrets. Red ink is the most powerful. Blue ink is pretty powerful, especially if you have air sign placements. Black ink is the standard. It's the greatest, most consistent ink to use. If you have something that's really, 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 really passionate, really, really, really a lot of enthusiasm, energy around it, use red ink. The other two, great. Sometimes if I have a green pen and I want to do money manifestation, I'll use green because it has to do with the heart chakra. Those are the only 4 colors I really ever use. I don't know about the other colors. I know someone's gonna be like, what about purple and pink? I don't know. I've never used them before. Those are the 4 standard colors that I stick with. I do not use pencil either. I think I might own a pencil and it's broken. Okay, I don't use pencil to write anything. Okay, now writing down your wishes on new moons and whenever the moon is in your 11th house. So during new moons, when the moon and when the sun and the moon cross at the exact same degree, I don't use Chiron green for healing, Amy. I've never tried that. I would definitely try it if I were you though. Give it a shot. Let me know what happens. So 12:34. So on the day of the new moon, okay, at 11:24 p.m. PDT, the moon and the sun will be at the exact same degree, which means this is when you want to make the wish. Again, I don't live in your time zone more than likely, unless you live in Minnesota. So I need you to go into Google and figure out what does 12:34 a.m. or 11:24 p.m. mean for you. Okay, what time is that for you? That is the time that you want to start making your wishes. Each wish should be on a separate page. Each wish should be on a separate page, front, back. You can even do one wish to an entire page and flip the whole page and write it down. Each wish should be different. On the actual day of the new moon, which is the 31st or the 1st of April for some of you, you should be writing down 10 total wishes. On the new moon itself, 10 total. I gave you 24 today. You can choose out of the 24 that I gave you, or you could create brand new ones. Completely up to you. You can write down the same wish multiple times on the same piece of paper. That's how I do it, is I will write down the same wish 10 times, and then I'll go to a new page and do a new wish and write that 10 times. It's a process, okay? It's a process. Start writing your wishes after the new moon, the 8 hours after the new moon, not before, not the day of. Do it early, 8 hours. So if the new moon, which it does start at 11:24, you have until 7:24 in the morning. If it starts at 11:24 p.m., you have until 7:24 in the a.m. Okay? Yes, you'll be tired. Most of the time, the new moon is super inconvenient, and that's how a lot of people end up missing the window. I've stayed up late. I've definitely called off appointments. I've done things to make sure I have time isolated, because when the sun crosses the moon, it doesn't happen for another 30 days. That's how I've been able to manifest everything that I've manifested so quickly. Those of you who've been following me for a year, you've seen the explosive changes in my life. It's because I work with the new moon. What you're thinking about and what you're feeling is extremely important during the new moon, okay? So this is what you want to focus on based on your Venus sign. I already gave you all of the meanings of all the zodiac signs. Go ahead and type 111 in the chat if you've already gotten all the meanings of all the zodiac signs. So when you're manifesting, I want you to be thinking of what your Venus sign does, okay? So for example, if you're a Pisces Venus and you're writing down your wishes, are your wishes creative? Are they empathetic? Are they flexible? Do they allow you to adapt? Those are the only things you need to be thinking about. If your if your wishes don't align with you, cross it off, write it again. Something that I personally practice is before the new moon even happens, I'll make a list of everything that I want to manifest so that when it comes down to the time where I need to write it all down, I'll already have it preloaded. I already feel good about it. I already feel confident because I already want it. Okay. Use your Venus signs modality and element to fill yourself with the energy. So if you have a fire sign, Sag, Leo, Aries, Venus, inspire, encourage. If you have an earth sign, Venus, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you need to plan and be productive. Your wishes should be productive. Your wishes should be about planning. If you have an air sign, Venus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, your wishes should be around communicating. Even if you have a north node in a fire sign where you need to be focused on survival, for example, communicating that survival, okay? You add them up until it makes sense, okay? You add the pieces that I gave you up until it makes sense, because I need you to be able to read your own chart and use your own chart. And I'm giving you all of these tools so that it's a lot easier. If you have a water sign Venus, are you being creative, empathetic, emoting during your manifestations? We did what? Fire, earth, air, water, we're done. Okay. So that's how we would apply the Venus aspect to it. Maria, what's up?
I didn't do anything. Sorry, I don't need anything. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. So now let's talk about Chiron and Aries. This is happening for everyone. And then I want to talk to you about how to use your chart to make money. So Chiron right now, collectively, is in the zodiac sign Aries. This is a very important thing right now for everyone, just because Chiron itself represents what? Go ahead and type it in the chat. Aquarius, Venus. Someone give Majesty an example. What does Aquarius mean? Because I just said all of them. I'm getting frustrated. What does Aquarius mean? Everyone. I just covered all of them. Aquarius is an air sign, which means sharing your ideas. It's also a fixed sign, which means being consistent. Make sure to write this down as I'm saying it. If you hear yours, write it down. Also, we did cover it in the very beginning. So if you use your notes in the beginning, you'll have the answer. I promise you. I really try to make this very, very easy for everybody by giving you all the answers at the beginning so that you don't have to ask questions as we get more complex. So, Your Majesty, do you understand now what Aquarius Venus looks like? Perfect. Moving forward, Chiron in Aries is about healing. Now, who knows what body part Aries rules? The head, exactly. The head is exactly the part of the body that Aries rules. So right now, as Aries is in as Aries is going and experiencing Chiron, this is a good time to be healing the trauma that you received around being an individual, the trauma that you received physically by, some of you who got spanked as kids, who got yelled at, who were chastised, who got kicked out of your house, who were forced to be an adult earlier than you needed to be forced into being an adult. Capricorn rules the knees. I don't know why that's important right now because we're talking about Aries. Aries has to do with your head. So it's important to think about who hurt you, who hurt your head, what things have kept you up at night when you were in high school, when you were in elementary, when you were in college. These things need to get brought up and out in time, okay? Who has Aries placements? Because right now, Chiron is in that house for you. Each house in astrology deals with another part of the human perspective, okay? This is a really important piece here because Aries is the one who initiates and leads things, not necessarily designed for doing things for a long period of time. They are more so there to begin. They're more so there to inspire. They're more so there to encourage, okay? So using this energy is gonna heal you. Please, someone tell me, what is gonna heal you? I'm making sure that you heard me. Inspiring and encouraging, yes. Chiron, yes. Inspiring will heal you. When you combine fire, when you combine the modality of cardinal and you combine Chiron, it means inspiring and leading others will heal you and the people around you. Even if you're shy, even if you're middle of your 40s, even if you're just now becoming an adult, even if you've never led anything in your entire life, lead. Find ways to lead people because this will help you heal yourself, okay? This is happening right now, and it's very important because in just a few short weeks, the sun is going to be over Chiron, which is going to expose what you have not been healing right before eclipse season starts on the 30th. So you have 2 weeks to figure it out. If you are someone who struggles with something, which most of us do, this is the perfect time to really own it and say, I easily release and remove this thing from my life. And you want to really, really grind internally to allow that thing to go away, okay? A couple of years ago when this transit, a similar transit was happening, I told myself that I would let go of habits around eating that were really affecting me and my, especially my energy. Okay, it caused me to go pescatarian, vegan, and now I'm on my own personal middle path of being plant-based. I still eat meat, but I eat it in a way that is way more conscious compared to the way I used to. I still eat things that are unhealthy, but I balance it out with things that help me have more energy. Also, on the flip side, because Aries rules the head, it talks about the way that you think, the way that you talk to yourself, okay? You want to remind yourself to, I easily release, I easily attract. That's how you want to start off most of your prompts here, people, is I easily this, I easily that. And you want to really use that language because a lot of times when we're first getting comfortable with creating things internally, we say, I want. Or one of the things I hate when people that especially people in my circle, when they say I'm broke, I want to hang up the phone right there Why are you calling yourself broken when you're trying to fix yourself? It doesn't work. It's counterproductive. Every time you call yourself broke, you might as well just pull $1,000 out of your bank account right there. Because even if someone wanted to give you $2,220, you just said that you're not worthy to yourself. And now you're walking around believing it energetically. That's the issue. Stop calling yourself things that you're not. Even if you have to trick yourself into believing, it's better that you trick yourself into believing that you're rich and have a couple $100 in your account than continuously calling yourself broke and sitting at 0 or negative. Okay? Stop calling yourself things that are not healthy, because when Aries is in Chiron, this makes it happen faster. Even if it wasn't true before, you're making it true. Cut it out, please, for the sake of your mental health, which is literally all I care about. Now that I'm done ranting, the other thing here is we have some asteroids next to Aries Sun. We have Chiron, we have Pallas, and we have Eros. Pallas has to do with wisdom. Wisdom in the chart, Pallas, has to do with art, wisdom, and even touches on fertility. Eros in astrology has to do with how you attract people towards yourself. It's your allure. It's your magnetism. When someone says, oh, I just had to talk to you, or when you feel the need to talk to someone, or when you look at someone and they're just attractive to you, it's because of their Eros. Venus has to do with attraction on an energetic level. Eros has to do with attraction on a physical, charismatic level. Okay? If you're looking for love, if you're looking for a relationship, Eros is the one you want to be using. Eros is the one that's in alignment with Pallas, Chiron, the Sun, and Mercury in Aries. Okay? The best way to utilize this energy, what I'm going to be doing on the new moon, I easily magnetize my soulmate towards me. I easily attract my twin flame towards me. Someone said, make a baby. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are wild. Y'all are wild. Y'all are wild. I'm not looking at the chat anymore. Y'all are wild. Anyways, opposing, y'all are wild. Opposing the actual Chiron is going to be the lot of spirit. For those of you who have been in my asteroid classes, the lot of spirit is the point in your chart. It's a calculated point. The Arab people came up with it. Amazing, amazing calculation, amazing way of delineating. Delineating means to read a chart, by the way. Lot of spirit has to do with how you connect with your ancestors, okay? How you connect with your ancestors. This is not that class, but go and look up lot of spirit and how you connect with your ancestors. The reason why this is important is because the more you focus on healing, the more you will connect with your ancestors. Why? Because Mars is in Aquarius. Mars in Aquarius, when they come together, people are very passionate right now for people, okay? Because that's what Aquarius rules, is the community. Libra has to do with collaborating, connecting, partnerships, okay? That's all in aspects with Chiron, all right? This is important. What was that one called again? There's Chiron, there's Pallas, there's Eros, there's lot of spirit, which is how you connect with your ancestors. And then the other one that I mentioned was Mars. Yeah, a lot of spirit is how you connect with your ancestors. I'm thinking about doing an altar class pretty soon here, probably in the next month or so, on how to set up your altar, how to get your altar together, what you should have on your altar so that you can channel in your, your connection with spirit. My dreams have been prophetic. They're either zero or they're prophetic. And it's because I have an altar set up in my space. Okay, if you want, I can show you it at the very end, but this is all very important, okay? Everything that I'm saying here is all stuff that you can apply to yourself. So let's dive into, does anyone have any questions about anything I've said? I'm gonna allow you to unmute yourself, and then we're gonna get into the next part of the presentation. Just raise your hand. What's up, Stellar?
Hi, I'm gonna ask you about your diet plan or your diet because
Yeah.
I'm going through myself. I feel I'm being called to vegetarian, but because of it's not hard. It's not hard to be away from pork or beef, but then I find myself guilty sometimes. So can you give us an advice to about your plans about when to eat meat, when to not, and the way you have your meals?
Yeah, I think intuitive eating is one of the things that I've luckily been taught recently. There's a practice called Ayurveda, which talks on eating to your energy. So there's something that you need to look at. It's called your dosha. Based on your dosha, you should be eating to your dosha. Your body is it's a vehicle, it's a car. Some of us need unleaded gas. Some of us need premium. Some of us need corn oil. It depends on what you do, what you're built to do, what you enjoy doing. So when I'm in Minnesota, when I'm in this cold tundra, this evil place, no, I'm just kidding. When I'm here, I definitely do find myself consuming more meat because the spirits of dead animals keep me warm. No, I'm just kidding. I need a lot more protein than if I were in another warm state where I could just absorb and focus on sunlight. So when you're eating, I would say environment is key. Next is ingredients. Are they giving you energy or not? I've struggled with oral fixation for a majority of my life. So I do snack on like sugar a lot to kind of balance that out. I'll fast for 24 hours on Mondays or sometimes Fridays, depends on how I'm feeling. I won't eat any food. I'll just drink water for 24 hours. If I'm really feeling like I went crazy the last weekend, I'll fast for 36 hours, no food. Just drink water. I might have a rice grain here or there. So that's what Buddha said to do. But I really do feel like you should be intuitively eating. Try to avoid shaming yourself, because when you shame yourself for eating certain things, this also adds to the psychological warfare of the food. So even if that thing makes you happy, but it's unhealthy, when you shame yourself, it makes it twice as bad. Right? On the flip side of that, when you eat something, for example, like when you eat something that you consider healthy, like a fruit that you really find good and healthy, like mangoes and pineapples are two of my go-tos whenever I need to, like, I want to feel super happy. Some of you who know I love pineapple fried rice. That's why, or mango fried rice. So when you combine the things that you love with the things that you like, and you're happy and satisfied, please go ahead. Another thing that I learned from one of my calisthenics coaches is that you should not be eating carbs unless you can burn them off. So I don't eat bread. I hate bread. It's just sugar. And if I'll eat bread, maybe like a brownie or like a muffin or something, if I know that I've like sweat for the day. When I'm outside of my calisthenics coach, one of my last business coach, I was going through some deep depression last year while creating content and stuff because I was just pouring myself out. One of the things that I had to realize is that if you're not sweating every day in some way, shape, or form, that's causing your body to feel like it's not using the resources that you're putting in. So if you're eating 3, 2, 1 time a day, 4 times a day, whatever, but you're not doing something to like burn that off, that can cause you stress. And that's also you not necessarily eating for what you need, for what you desire. But the biggest thing is focus on your environment. Are you able to get the nutrients that you love, that you need? If you're not, that's the first thing you want to correct. Outside of that, eating for pleasure and for joy is a very important thing that you should do, and have some kind of a balance with it as well. Making sure that you're consuming enough water, making sure that you're getting the right oils. I've definitely been taught, one of my close friends taught me, seed oils are terrible. Seed oils are terrible. Oils from seeds are killing you. Why? Because they are meant to lubricate seeds, not your stomach, okay? You should be eating things like ghee, butter, palm oil. If the oil comes from a vegetable, better, good. If it comes from a seed, it's not meant for you. That's for lubricating tools. That's for lubricating other things. Sesame, is sesame oil good? Yes. Sesame oil, good. Okay. So you want to focus in on eating things that are good for you. Okay. Avocado oil, good. Amazing. Grapeseed oil. Is grapeseed oil good? No, it's terrible. It's only for your hair. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're eating that's just me though. Everyone's different. I've lost a lot of weight. I've been really focused recently on my mobility. So I've been using my chart to really strategize how I want to open up my hips and my lower back these next few years through yoga. And yeah, definitely I would say take it day by day, piece by piece, but try to stay on a diet for 7 days at a time. If you're struggling, try to stay on a diet for 7 days at a time and see the changes in your body and your energy. Are you waking up earlier? Are you waking up later? Even with alcohol too, I'm a Pisces, not that this is a reason or anything, but I do drink. And I do notice, like, for example, I try to stick more towards things that have water or more air, tequila. I'm always going to choose tequila over anything because I know I can wake up early the next morning and not have so many negative side effects. But then, of course, I have to drink a shit ton of water to replace or to fill up any dehydration that I might have had, right? So these are all things that you can do and channel. Also, anything that you eat, you should be putting on your altar. If you have food that you're eating, if you have dried meats, alcohol, juice, water, you should be putting that all on your altar so that your ancestors can eat also. If you're not feeding your ancestors, that's why they're not talking to you. That's why they're not communicating with you. That's why your manifestations are slow. You need to be giving food to those who came before you to pay them honor. Okay? All of this is very important. Someone said, I feel another class. Y'all need the altar class? Okay, bet. All right. So who else has questions? Or go ahead and raise your hand. I'm going to get this other presentation, the other part of the presentation. We're pretty much done here. So a food class. I actually have an coach here with me. All right, so is Chiron in retrograde the worst? No. You feel like you learned more here than in school? That's hilarious. Thank you. All right. So if you're not a business owner, if you're not someone who wants to make money, this part of the class, I would advise you either take notes, or if you want to go ahead. We pretty much covered everything. I'm going to go through this last part very quickly, real quick, just because I wanted to make sure that I'm helping those of you who need individual help correctly. Because I know a lot of you are trying to leave your 9-to-5. A lot of you are students. You're trying to learn how to make money. I'm going to show you real quick how I do it. And I'm also going to give you a really great deal, okay? A really great deal on something I've been working on for a super long time. So who's interested in making $10,000 a month? Go ahead and type 10K in the chat. Type 10K in the chat. Perfect. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up, this is not for the weak. This is not easy. All I can do is make it easier for you, okay? So what is branding? What is marketing? I'm going to go through that. This is what I went to school for. This is something that I'm deeply passionate about. Obviously, you probably wouldn't be here unless I was marketing and branding myself correctly. So I want to help you do that for yourself, because that will help you get to the next level. I wouldn't be able to help hundreds of thousands of people unless I was good at marketing and branding. So let me guide you, give you some advice on how to do this for yourself, okay? A lot of you need to be posting content, or you need to be helping someone post content, okay? Which one do you want to do? Do you want to be the person who posts content or the person who helps people? You'll know immediately because it's the second thing that came to mind, all right? Whatever came in second. When I first started, I thought I wanted to help people post content. I came to realize very quickly that I actually needed to make a brand and make my own content. So which one do you want to do? Do you want to be the maker or the helper? Go ahead and type that in the chat for me, please. Maker. I see 2 makers. 3, 4, 5. Cool. Perfect. 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 Maker, helper. I am currently a maker and a helper. So of course I make content, but I make content to help people, right? So that's one of the things I want you to really think about when you're making a business. How are you helping people? When I first got on TikTok, I was doing everything wrong. And I don't mean to attack anyone, but this is what I was doing. I was doing tarot card readings, hoping that someone would see my tarot card reading and that the tarot card reading would blow up. I did that for a year. It didn't work. The reason why is because I wasn't helping anybody. Okay. And it was really, 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 really disappointing when I realized why. The reason why is because I didn't brand myself. I didn't talk about what I cared about. I didn't talk about helping people. I didn't talk about supporting people. The very first time I had a video go viral, who here knows what that video was for? Some of you probably even followed me that exact same day. This was like almost a year ago. The video that I made that first went viral was, I said that the sun, moon, and rising is not important. I said that the North Node, Chiron, and Midheaven is the most important thing you should be looking at in your chart, because North Node will show you your purpose, Midheaven will show you your career, and Chiron will show you how to heal. Every astrologer on the app came in and said I was wrong. Everyone went in and looked at their North Node, Chiron, and Midheaven, came to my comment section and said, you just solved my problem for 20 years. I never even knew this existed. They said all these things. And the reason why it worked is because I used my 11th house. My 11th house is in Aquarius. The day that I posted that video, there was a Saturn Uranus conjunction, which Saturn and Uranus both rule Aquarius. And I planned this out, the timing and everything. And I want to show you how to do these kinds of things because it's really fun. Once you learn how to use your chart and the days of the week and astrology in alignment with your actual business, it's incredible the things you can do. Okay. So this is a piece of the branding that I started. So what is branding? Branding is shaping your image to distinguish yourself from your competitors. If you're a tarot card reader, astrologer, a business owner, you do hair, you do underwater basket weaving, okay? Or if you pray to turtles, whatever you love doing, you gotta brand it hard because you need to separate yourself from everyone else, okay? My locks, my piercings, my jewelry, the way I talk, my music, all of this is pieces of my branding that I use to separate myself. Even talking about adult content allows me to separate myself from the 90% of astrologers who are ashamed of their own bodies, okay? And I do this on purpose because I don't want people to feel uncomfortable with me. So I have to feel comfortable with myself, and this is a part of my brand, okay? There's some guidelines, okay? You need to make sure that your goal with your audience and your team is the same. So, Sunny motherfucking Money. Some of you know Kaylani named me last year. Why? Because she identified that I love money. I never really accepted that within myself, but she's a Taurus. She falls in my second house. So of course she was able to see it. Second house has to do with money. When I got named, I started branding myself and started talking about specifically, how do you make money with your chart? Because that's what I've been doing. That's what I help celebrities do. That's what I help my clients do. So this is important, is you need to make sure that what you're giving people and what you do and your name and your brand is all in line. And this is something I can help you with, okay? So your image is going to play a huge role in this. If you don't look the part, who's going to hire you? Who's going to hire you if you don't look the part? I'm not saying wear a suit. I'm not saying wear gowns and dresses or, dress yourself in blood to like do rituals. If you want to, go ahead. I'm never going to stop you. I love that. But you got to play the role. You got to play the part so that you can execute on your image. Okay. People want to perceive, they want to be able to know it's you. And you have to help them. Okay. So that's one of the things that when I started getting more serious about social media, your image is a key role in how people perceive you. And I noticed when I do more content about it, when I do more adult content without the education, I attract more people who want to do adult things. When I do adult things about content with education, I attract more education around adult things. When I talk about money, I attract people who want to earn more money, okay? Because that's the image that I'm pushing out, okay? So this is very important. If you want to get more readings, for example, as a reader, pick what you want to help people with. If you're someone who's very good at giving people advice, you're a consultant. Label yourself as a consultant. Consult people. You should be consulting people. Logo is not that important until later. Positioning is another big piece that's going to help you, okay? Figuring out who you are, where you are in your group of whatever your niche is or whatever your brand is very important. Like I said, I failed on TikTok for around over a year doing tarot card readings, thinking I was helping people. It was when I started doing tarot card readings for the new moon, when I started doing tarot card readings to make more money, that the tarot card reading started hitting. It's when I started doing astrology to heal that the video started healing. Go ahead and type 111 if you see that change, that tiny little change, how it made so much of a difference. Okay. If you're struggling on social media, struggling with your business, struggling with anything, it's those tiny little changes that really help your videos pop off. Nat said, watched you grow. Gratitude. I love you. Thank you for being here. So this is what we call positioning. This is important when you're a business owner because it's going to help you figure out your purpose. Like I said, my purpose is to help you grow, make money, and be happy. Travel, even. That's something I want to really encourage people to do, because these are things that I love. These are things that are part of my brand. So I want those things for people around me too, so that I can do things with more people. I want to be able to travel and meet all of you and make money with you and eat with you and kiki kaka laugh, you know, but I have to teach you how to do it, right? So that you can also teach others, because one day, sad day, I will die. So I'm going to teach people as many things as I know as possible so that you can do the same for other people. And that's life. Okay. So this is how we connect with people emotionally. This is called business to business marketing, where a content creator or a person, a business owner, shares their product or service with a company, with another company. A lot of you should not be working with people one-on-one. A lot of you should be focused on getting brand deals. If you have 200, 500 followers right now, you can easily pick up a brand deal. Okay, easily. I'm going to tell you how. Write this down. Do an advertisement for free for them. When you run the advertisement, when you run the promotion, when you run the deal, send them the analytics. Ask them if you can partner with them, be an affiliate with them, have them sponsor you. Don't go to someone asking, don't go to a company asking for free stuff without any results. Don't do that. That's rude. Do it for free, show them the results. If they don't accept it, go to another company with those same results. Similar industry, of course. Okay, that's the easiest way to pick up a brand deal if you have 200 or more followers right now. Okay, I got paid $800 for a 7-second video last week. Y'all probably don't even remember the video. The video got like 2,000 views. Okay, but I got paid $800 for 7 seconds. That's incredible. This is something that you can do having 200 followers. You could have probably gotten more views than I got, okay? The point is, this is all available to you. If you're working a 9-to-5 and you've been struggling, I'm here to change your mind a little bit by opening it. What was the brand? It was for an artist named Yumi. She has a song that she released, and all I did was I made a video for her using the song. Next, business to consumer. This is what a lot of people go into right away. All creators sell products. A creator sells products and services to individuals where they use it daily. So I know I've told a lot of you already, I'm going to be stepping away from doing readings. So the readings that I'm offering you right now are going to be some of my last readings that I'm going to be doing, because readings take a lot of time and energy. I'm going to be building courses, focusing on YouTube and my podcast, and stepping away from readings. I'll still probably maintain the chart roast, but this is business to consumer marketing, okay? This is important because how you help people every single day is going to encourage them to give you their time, their energy, and their money, okay? If I didn't post every single day, you probably wouldn't be here. If I didn't push out new content every single day, you probably wouldn't be here. So the daily aspect is very important. Do you think McDonald's skips a day of commercials because they're tired? No. Someone said, I do human design. Brand things doesn't seem to connect. Does it have to? Yes, you have to brand. You're not a business unless you have a brand. People need to be able to look at you or your company and know exactly what you do. If they can't tell that you do human design by looking at your logo, looking at what you're saying, listening to you, that's where you're doing something wrong. okay? If you don't brand, you have no business, okay? I've gone to the mall and people have asked me, are you the person on TikTok who does astrology? It's because I have a strong brand, okay? You need to have a strong brand. If you don't, your business won't survive. And if you don't have a brand, your marketing needs to be perfect. Go ahead and type 222 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. So digital marketing, the reason why I always advise it is because it's free. Free meaning you can use social media and you can say anything. The best thing I would recommend is if you're learning something, if you're learning tarot, astrology, business, if you do human design, this is going to be important for you. Amy says, I meant brand deals, but that was still insightful. I have a friend who, she did a commercial for, I think it was Popeyes. She does human design. She does astrology and human design. And she did a post for Popeyes about their sandwich, or excuse me, who has the chicken sandwich, the famous one? Is it Popeyes? I don't even know. But she did a video for them. They paid her like $1,000. I think they paid her like $1,200. The video was a minute long. The video is a minute long. Okay. You need to make sure that your content aligns with what it is that you want. She made $1,200 in 60 seconds. It took her like 2 hours to actually record it, get ready, and do all this other shit. But that paid her rent. You feel me? Like, that's a really cool thing. That's really great. And companies have this amount of money lying around because they don't want to pay their intern to do it. They don't want to pay an intern, or they don't want to pay an employee who they're paying $40,000 a month to do it. They rather pay just $1,200 to one person one time to do it, or $1,000 a month to one person who gets results to do it. They don't want to spend $40, $50, $70, $100,000 on an employee. Go ahead and type 333 in the chat if you're catching what I'm saying. Cool. So digital marketing is free. Once I teach you how to get really good at making social media posts, then we can focus on emailing. I'll be honest, I don't answer every email unless it has something to do with my business. Text messages, texting people is the fastest. I'm putting you on some huge game right now. Text message marketing is key. If you do not have your customers and clients' phone number, start collecting it now, because people don't like looking at their emails. Texting someone is way more efficient and it helps you be in someone's phone, okay? The fastest way to connect with someone is to connect with them through their what? Through their what? What's the fastest way to connect with someone? Type it in the chat. Perfect. Number, le phone, exactly. Text, exactly. This is going to make it a lot more efficient for you as a business owner. Why? Because this is called relationship marketing, long-term engagement, giving people free content. If you have a business and you're not giving free content, what are you doing? People need to trust you. You need to help them trust you, and we got to give them free content. This is why I take so much time to break down the basics of astrology so I can talk about asteroids, because that's what I really love. But if I don't teach you the basics, the asteroid shit never makes sense, right? So you got to connect the dots for people, okay? This is going to be a huge thing called customer service. Next, scarcity marketing. What did I do for this class? I made sure to put a timer on it. There's 10 days left. There's 5 days left. There's 2 hours left. There's 2 days left. This is scarcity marketing because I want you to know when the thing is happening so that you can show up. That is so important. It helps you connect with people, and it's a psychological tool because if you don't show up, you're going to miss out. Okay. And if you don't remind people, hey, I only have 3 readings left, I only have 2 products left, I only have 2 days left, they're going to think that you're just going to sit there forever, which is not the case. Next, traditional marketing. It sucks butthole. I will die on this hill. It talks about using newspaper, cards, radio commercial, all this stuff. All this stuff you can do really quick and for free using TikTok. Yes, it's helpful, but it doesn't necessarily hold as much potency as, you know, posting 12 videos over maybe 1, 2, or 3 days about a single topic. Eventually, one of those videos is going to pop off if you're doing the videos the way I teach you. Next, you want to align yourself with your clients. If you have Instagram, if you have TikTok, if you have Twitter, if you have Facebook, you need to be asking people what's going on with their life so that you can know what to give them. If you watched my story today on Instagram, I straight up asked people, what is going on with you? Even a couple of days ago, I asked, what is going on with you? Send me your Cash App, send me your Venmo, because I want to know what's going on with my people. If I don't know what's going on with my people, I can't help them. Being a business owner, a company is a group of people. You need to be able to know what's going on with your people by asking them, okay? I have people messaging me already because I align my content with my customers, my clients, my collective, okay? Once you establish a brand, this is gonna make it a lot easier for you to market. This is gonna make things left brain and right brain. A lot of people, they'll tell me, I don't know what to do for content. You're lying. If you ask your audience what they want to hear from you, they will tell you, and then you'll know. When I was doing tarot card readings, when I started kind of getting things, I would ask, what would you like a reading about? Money, income, the next steps. They would tell me and I would do it live because I was building connections. I did that until about 40,000 followers. And I still do it. I just do it more efficiently now. So why people should choose you is because of your branding. Again, you wouldn't be here unless I was authentic, consistent, and educating you. You wouldn't have paid me unless you knew you're going to get a ton of stuff, right? That's just what it is. Am I a generator? I'm actually a manifester. Tons of energy, but in very tiny spurts. So keeping people's attention is going to be a key thing here. Companies use branding to keep their customers' attention with loyalty, and it helps their image and their products and services. Having emotional awareness, key. How to grow your brand? You got to focus on long-term goals. Got to focus on helping people. If you have an athletic wear company, okay, this is important because you need to be a leader in whatever you're promoting. If you're a reader, if you're making candles, if you're making hair, if you're, doing makeup, all of these things, you need to be consistent. A lot of people don't change, and that's the issue. If your videos, if your content isn't doing what you want it to do, change the content. If you go look at my page right now, there's maybe 2 to 3 videos at a time that are ever the same. My content is never the same, rarely the same. And it's because I'm consistently changing, okay? This is a very important thing. If you're gonna be consistent and you struggle with consistency, who struggles with consistency in here? If you struggle with consistency, consistently change. If you have ADHD, it's more likely that you're attracting people that also have ADHD, right? So you need to give them something new to talk about. You need to give them something new to get their attention. This is why I have some crazy ass videos, and then I have some very logical, practical ass videos, because I don't want you to get bored of me, because I'm not a boring person. I can be, but I'm not. So I'm gonna let you see all of it, okay? So these are some of the people that I've worked with. Obviously, myself. This is just how I've been working with TikTok. In the last year, I've gained 450,000 followers because of everything that I just shared with you. All right. This is Masha. I just finished working with Masha. Masha's in the fitness industry. Now she's doing more creative things. Her sun sign just went into Pisces. She's born in Aries, but she's a progressed Pisces. So she's been working with ASMR, which is amazing because she has a beautiful voice and she's been letting it out, and her direction is completely shifted. Even though she still does fitness, now she's combining it with art. This is Naya. Naya's just hit 2,000 followers on Instagram, is about to hit 10K on TikTok. Naya does healing and womb trauma work and talking about relationships. Also a very talented writer, Sagittarius. This is Inoko. They are an artist. I have not directly helped them with any of their content, but I did get them involved with Snipfeed, and this has really helped them collect donations for this amazing live stream that they're going to be having. It's actually today, or yesterday today, and throughout this whole week, premiering their music, which is just so incredible. Okay, how many of you are already on Snipfeed? I know a couple of you in here are on Snipfeed already making money or using it to bring in money for yourself. What is Snipfeed? I can go more into that in a second if you want. So I wanted to share with you really quickly. This is my coaching offer for you. For those of you who are interested, everything that I'm going to be sharing with you right now is at a very special price. So has anything that I've said made sense to you? Are some of you interested? Because I don't want to talk more unless you actually want to hear what I have to say. Cool. I see a couple of you are interested. Okay, bet. Most of you are interested. Dope. So what I offer right now is coaching and consulting. Essentially what we'd be doing is we'd be meeting weekly for 1 hour sessions. And what I will help you do is something called a law of attraction business plan. A law of attraction business plan is a business plan, but it's based on your chart. I developed this last year for myself when I was trying to figure out why I was getting so tired after doing series for astrology series on TikTok. I was like, why am I getting so tired? Like, how am I not able to preserve my energy? And then I just needed a better strategy. So I looked at business plans that I've made in the past. And then I also looked at a 6-step plan that I used with my chart. And I combined the two so that I could attract things. Some of you who've been in my previous classes, you already know what this is. Okay, I still use this pretty much every week, but it's one of the most essential pieces to my success is having a plan. Okay, if you don't know where you're going, you need to take and focus on the first step, the next step. Don't look all the way that way, just focus on the next step, and that's what a plan helps you do. The next piece is I will be including you in the TikTok trends list. How many of you are in the TikTok trends list? I know some of you who I'm coaching right now are already in there. The TikTok trends list is really great because it gives you an outline of the viral videos going on right now that you can replicate to make sure that you get views. I get a minimum of 100,000 views every single day collectively from all my videos. Sometimes that number jumps to 1 million, okay? Because I'm using the trends list. I'm using sounds that go viral. TikTok is not like Instagram. It's not like Twitter. It's focused on the sounds. So I'll send you eight different pieces of content that you can replicate for yourself, for your brand, for your industry, for your company, for your niche, so that you can grow on TikTok. Next is I can teach you how to get paid. Once I work with you and I've identified, okay, this person knows how to get 20,000 views on purpose, then I can start to help you get paid, because there are companies out here that I'm working with that pay me up to $60 just for hitting 20K views. So every so often, when I get a string of them, I'll make an extra $200 to $400 a day just from using company sounds or duetting and stitching other people's content on my backup account or on my main account. Okay. Next is, I want to teach you how to build a community. The 11th house has to do with community. Once you have friends, people, your wishes and your dreams align with you, it's a lot easier for you as a business owner to navigate. Having a community guarantees consistency. It guarantees that you have an audience. If you don't have a community, that's something you should really be focused on building as you build your business. When I first got started on social media, all of my early followers were not my friends. I thought they would be, they weren't. I thought that would be my community. It wasn't. I don't even talk to those people anymore, except for like 3 of the people. I think I've had like the same 3 people in my life for the last 10 years. But building a community helps you build connections with people based on your now, where you are now, and also where you're going, okay? The next piece is, I want to teach you how to make 10K a month. It's not complicated. I know that sounds crazy. Last year, when I was really focused on doing it, it seemed impossible. But now that I've done it month to month to month to month for almost 8 months now, it's made it so much easier to understand, oh, I didn't market, I didn't promote, I didn't post, I didn't even talk about my products. Okay, now I understand. I want to teach you the strategies on how to have your first or continuous 10K months. Because once you start hitting 10K as a business, it's a lot more easier for you to quit your job, for you to register your business, for you to start traveling, for you to start marketing, buying a better phone, doing the things that you want to do. Okay. These are things that I wasn't able to do 2 years ago because I was homeless, trying to figure out how to do this. I figured it out. Now I want to give it to you. What else is included with my services? You get access to all of my video recordings as I feel necessary. I'll send them to you, and trainings. I do have a specific one that I'm going to be showing you today that I took a lot of time on for TikTok so that you can grow on TikTok. I want to see you grow on TikTok. I want to see all of you have 100, 200, 1,000, 1,000,000 followers, whatever it is that you choose. Okay. You get instant access to my upcoming classes. I know a few of my students that I'm coaching right now popped in. I think they might have left for work purposes, but I have students in my class, in my coaching, that I will give you access to my classes. So it's all included. Next, you'll get a TikTok guide to making money. I did a class a few weeks ago on, not even weeks, months ago, on how to make money, how I attract brand deals. Getting paid $800 for a 7-second video. I never imagined this. It just happened, but I also know how it happened. So I want to teach you how that happens for you too. Next, private access to my Discord. My Discord, I do put a lot of freebies in there. I'm not in there a lot, but when I do, I drop tons and tons of value in there. And there's also a support group in there of, I think there's like 600 or 700 people, and there's like maybe 20 people that are consistently talking in there at any given time. This is what I talk about, community. I'm not even there, but people are in my group chat, talking, helping each other, supporting each other. This is stuff that you can build for yourself. All right. Usually I would charge $6,222 for that. I think that's fair based on everything that's possible. Also, if you do everything that I say, it will work. So usually my coaching is 1, 3, or 6 months, or my consulting services are, 60 minutes. I usually charge $888 per month for my coaching. And for my consulting services, $222. Today, just for you, I want to give it to you for $555 a month. And if you need my consulting services, I want to give that to you for the $185. Okay. This does include my TikTok trends list. It includes everything that I showed you just 2 slides ago. Everything that you see there. All right. Now, if you cannot afford either one of these, that is completely fine. I don't want you to get the impression that you have to pay everything up front today. If you can do the 555, you will have that flat price for the rest of the remaining time working with me. If you, for some reason, need a payment plan, I got you, but you're going to end up paying a little bit more because I don't know if you're going to pay me a second time because I haven't met you in person yet. I haven't done business with you yet. So that's a trust thing, which over time will work itself out. If you just like to be on my trends list, it's $55.55 a month. But for today, just for you, I'm going to do it one time. If you want to hop on the trends list for the $55.55, you'll get lifetime access. As long as I'm pushing out the trends list, you'll get it. I send it out every day around 1 to 2 o'clock my time, sometimes earlier, and you'll just be on it. Okay. Again, this whole purpose is to make sure that your views go up. But if you want my help and making sure that you're getting these 10K months so that you can leave your job, so that you can, graduate school and do what you want to do. And if you're already doing what you want to do and you just want to make it better, that's going to be for the $555 a month. Okay. So if you're interested in that, that is already, everything's ready to go for you right now in my link tree, or excuse me, in my snip feed. All the prices are correct. I think the only one that's slightly off is the readings. What you should look for is strategy call. It's a 60-minute strategy call where I'll help you plan your business out. I'll show you how to make videos even if you want to. If you join the group coaching, you get all access to me except for Sundays and Mondays. Those are the 2 days that I need to myself. I might still talk to you just because conversations don't take energy out of me, but those are really the exceptions. I do meet with you weekly. We look at your chart. I have clients, some of my celebrity clients, some of my more wealthy clients, they're paying the same price as you. What they'll do is, instead of me teaching them content every single week, some weeks we'll just look at their chart and plan the next 30 days or plan the next 14 days. And that's really a ton of value because if you can navigate, for example, your 11th house, every time the moon goes into your 11th house, this is a great time to ask for money, loans. This is a good time to promote. This is a good time to market yourself. Okay. These are all things that I can't necessarily just teach you in a 10-second TikTok or in a 2-hour class. These are things that I need to train you on over time so that you can do it for yourself for years. Okay. So spending a couple weeks with me, a couple months with me allows me to give you these gifts that I have. I don't even need them anymore because I just do them naturally. At this point, I'm trying to give it to people so it can benefit them. So that's that. What I wanted to show you is I have completed my social media growth course, the TikTok growth course that I was telling you about. Here's the curriculum. It's specifically on TikTok, okay? If you do everything I say in this video course, it should take you from 0 to your first 1,000, to your first 10,000, to your first 100,000 followers. Okay. The way I've laid this out is very specific. All the video times, everything it's going to go through, getting started, your mindset, how to have execution on making videos, how the algorithm works. I'm going to break down every single step of it in here in this course. How to create videos. Like I said, some days I create 3-4 pieces of content. Other days I create 12. I'm giving you the secrets on how to do that quickly without taking too much time. I don't take more than 20 minutes a day to film content. I know that sounds crazy because I push out so many videos. I barely hit 10 minutes most days, okay? Because I've got this down to a science. I'm gonna give you the viral formula. Next, I'm gonna show you when you post, what do you do next, okay? What your main focus should be. I'm also gonna tell you what will ruin your account, okay? For example, doing the same thing over and over will ruin your account. If you have an account that you've been working on and you're not getting views, you're not getting things, and you're not doing the trends, that's the reason why. I go through all of it, okay? Never pay for fake engagement, ever. I go through that in this course, all right? This course is $555. I wanna know from y'all, who's interested in this course? Because I wanna give it to you for a better deal. If I could take you from your current following to your next 1,000, what would you be willing to spend? Because I didn't really come in to this chat with a number in my head necessarily. But I am willing. How would it change your life if someone could pay you a couple $100 or $500 to make one video? How much would you spend for that information? There's nothing that's going to be, you're not insulting me. I'm literally just asking because I don't know. Okay, cool. So today, just for you, what I'm going to do is, if you go into the link tree, in my link tree, and you click on the TikTok growth course, I'm going to give you a coupon code. The coupon code is half off, HALFOFF. You hit apply. It's going to bring the price down to $277.78 for you. Okay. This is going to make a huge difference in your videos. Having this information is going to really change the game for you. All right. For everyone who buys this course, what I'm also going to include is a personalized audit of your account. I'm going to look through your actual account and make recommendations. All right. This is what that looks like. The recommendations are right here. I'm going to give you my initial thoughts. I'm going to see, are you shadow banned? I'm going to tell you, these are the best types of content you need to be making. I'm going to also tell you what kind of content you need to be making, what video types you should be focused on making as a series, okay? This is all very important. I'm going to give you content creators that you need to be replicating, okay? Because if someone's going viral and you're not doing what they're doing, but y'all are in the same niche, you're the one who's doing something wrong, okay? So I'm going to go through and do the homework for you. I'm going to give you a list of creators and formats that you need to be doing. This is included in that price. So the coupon is half off. Who's going to be the first one to grab it? Who's going to be the first one to grab it? I just finished this 2 weeks ago. I'm finally dropping it. I'm super excited. By the way, there's only 10 coupons. So this is not an unlimited thing. There's only 10. And I'm going to be posting this video on YouTube very soon. So I'm giving you the first opportunity to have it. All right. How long do we have to use the coupon or the course? The coupon, it only lasts for the next 10 people. So whoever gets it, gets it. Like I said, I'm going to be editing this video tonight while sipping on some wine. I'm going to be talking about it tomorrow in my content. And I also have a class coming up next week. For those of you who are interested. So like I said, there's a lot of things going on right now. For those of you who are joining this Cash Money Astrology Masterclass, I just literally uploaded it. We're going to be talking about specifically how to use your chart to strictly make money. I'm going to be going over midheaven, north node, Chiron stuff, and then many other things that I've discovered in the last few weeks here. But if you hop into any of these things, you're going to get this course for free. I'm just going to send it to you. All right. I have access to give you the free if you sign up for anything right now, or if you get this upcoming, or if you get this course. Is it my Leo rising that made me need to be first? You're hilarious. I love it. Perfect. Amy got the first one. There's 9 left. Asia. I think Asia just hopped in too. Cool. I'm super excited for both of you. Now, I just want to clarify really quickly, if you are going to be joining me in my coaching for the 1 month, 3 month, or 6 month, you will get this course for free. So that $500, that $277 with the half off coupon becomes 0. If you sign up for coaching for the 555 today, or for 1 month, 3 month, or 6 month, you'll get that whole thing for free. Okay. The link is in my bio for you. Also, if you purchase not a discovery call, but a strategy call, the strategy call for 185, you will also still be able to get a discount on the course. I worked very, very, very hard on this course, and I'm very sure and confident that if you do everything that I said in this course, you will grow. And if you don't grow on TikTok using my course, posting, doing what I said to do, I will give you your money back. I'm that confident in this. I will give you your money back. If you do everything that I say, posting 4 times a day, following the trends that I send you, doing everything that I say, and you don't grow, I will give you the money back. I'm that confident. All right. So go ahead and make sure you use that half off coupon. There's only 8 left. Like I said, I'm going to be promoting this on my other social media platforms. I wanted to give this to you first because it's an Aries new moon, and I know a lot of you are looking to create change in your life. So I wanted to make sure that this was available to you because this changed my life, and I wish I had this 2 years ago. You're super welcome. Amy said, I'm considering coaching or strategy. I just don't know which one's right for me. If you do the strategy call and we decide that we want to continue with the coaching, I'll deduct that price. And the same thing goes for if we do a discovery call and you pay the 55, if you, whatever services you do with me, if it leads to coaching, I'm going to subtract what you paid from that. Okay. And if you do the coaching, you're going to get the course. So I hope that makes perfect sense. If you have any questions, please let me know. Amy and Asia, I'm going to get you on the trends list right now since you both purchased this course. And if anyone has any questions, I'm going to unmute everybody so that we can talk. If you have any astrology related questions specifically to your chart, I would love to ask if you set up personal time with me so that I can give you that individual one-on-one time. If you have general questions that could apply to more than just yourself, those are the types of questions I would love to have here, just so that we can help everyone. Okay. So let me give y'all. Cool. You can unmute yourself now. Anyone have questions? When will this video be sent to you? I'm gonna have this video. I can email it. I said I would email it within the next 72 hours. It's gonna take me less than that. I need to go through and just cut everything up. Once I do that, I will be able to send it out because there's certain parts of the video that don't necessarily need to go towards you. And I also want to timestamp it. So if that's of any value, that'd be cool. Someone asked, anything related to the lot of fortune in the Aries new moon that I could please share? The lot of fortune in astrology has to do with how you succeed. If there's any classes, if there's any subject that you want me to cover on YouTube or in a class, please shoot me an email, shoot me a message. I'll plan it. I have no issue. I'll put it on the calendar and we'll go through it. I think the biggest thing is I just want to know from you what kind of videos you would like to see from me. Hold on. Y'all are typing, but I have, oh wait, hold on. I have ways to track this. Also, I am looking for an assistant, excuse me. If any of you would like to be my assistant, I do have a list of things that I need done. Yes, I'll pay you. The first 30 days, I won't, because I need to make sure that you're actually going to do what I need help with. So the first payment will be after 30 days. I mostly need someone to send out emails. We're going to be having pretty much daily phone calls where we check in and make sure that we're on the same page. If you are looking for a part-time kind of duty, this is really great fit. I would really prefer if you had earth sign placements, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, that'd be great. But if you have a lot of air sign placements, please, we might not work. It depends. But I am looking for an assistant. Right now, I'm willing to compensate. I'm thinking around $2,000 a month. Okay. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. It is obviously skill based. If you're performing at the highest level, I have no issue paying someone $4,000 a month at all. I have no issue paying that. If that's what you're helping me deal with, then yes. But ballpark, $2,000 a month. Okay. Rachel sliding on in. Also, I'm in the checkout, but do I purchase the TikTok one or the astrology course reading? DJ, I would go for, if you're looking for the TikTok growth course, I would go for that one. If you're looking for a reading from me, the $55.55 is just covering the 11th house. And it's going to help me understand if you're going to be good on social media, if you're going to be able to, like, you know, I'm going to teach you how to go for your wishes, what kind of friends you should have, things like this we can talk about. But in a full reading, we can talk about anything. I do astrocartography, I do synastry, I do progress charts, I do tons of stuff. I think there's a whole list there for you of everything I can do. What do I mean phone calls? Me and you, whoever my assistant is, we need to have a phone call pretty much once a day. Sometimes we won't talk at all, but just to make sure that we're on the same plan on what's happening for the day. I personally am working on my communication this year, so paying someone to help me with that makes sense to me. So that's really just to help me with my morning routine and late night routine. I'm just trying to get more regimented. So having someone to keep me and hold me accountable that I'm paying makes a lot of sense. Can you type the email chart so I can email you? My email is in my link tree, or excuse me, in my Snipfeed account. So my email is right here for you. sunthepisces@gmail.com. How can you get your interview for the assistant spot? Shoot me an email. Shoot me an email. I'll shoot you a note of everything that I need done on a daily, weekly basis, and we can see if it'll be a good fit. I might have one or two assistants at the same time just to kind of see who's going to be a better fit. So it is going to be kind of competitive because I'm down to pay you what you deserve, but I need to make sure that I'm getting what I need, because my last assistant, things were going really great, and then things kind of fell apart. And that's something I don't need, especially while running my business. So super into, can you hover over it so I can see it? Yeah, of course. This is my PayPal account, or excuse me, my email. Okay, cool. 3 people got the TikTok growth course. That's amazing. And I'm gonna add you all real quick to and you can unmute yourself, I believe. I thought I took it off for you. Can you unmute yourself or no? Am I just... What's up, Rachel?
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you feeling?
I'm doing good. So I had a question.
Mhm.
It had to do with like the sign being in my chart and the ruling of the sign.
The chart ruler?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I was wondering, how to express this. So like I know Venus, like my Venus is Scorpio, and I know it's ruled in another sign. So how would I be able to compare the two?
Can you repeat that?
Okay, I'm sorry. So, okay, how do I explain this? So I
What are
know
you
like
trying
the
to, what
ruler
is
of
your,
Mercury is Virgo, and my Mercury is in Virgo. So do I go based on like the ruling sign and compare it, or no?
what is your goal?
Like my Mercury is Virgo and it stands in Virgo as well. So do I use what you gave us to define like earth and mutable?
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
the first step. And then you'd want to use the Virgo South Node wishes and the Virgo North Node wishes that I gave you, which has to do with releasing things about being perfect.
Okay.
And you also want to focus on when you want to isolate, connecting with people more.
Okay.
Those are the things that are going to help you.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Of course. Amy, do you use TikTok? Amy with an I. DJ, I see you got the course. Thank you for your support. I'm excited.
Is the AIMEE?
Correct.
I do. I just started at the end of December.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna put you on the course list since you got the strategy call.
And I sent you an email about the assistant responsibilities, even though I am a Pisces.
You're good. I'm excited. Okay, I'm sending out the trends list to y'all who just signed up now. You'll get another one tomorrow around noon my time. But I'm excited to have you all go through these courses. This is going to be incredible. I can feel it.
I have a question. So I signed up through this and it took my personal email and wanted me to make a new snip feed, even though I just recently made a snip feed with my business email. So
Mhm.
that's what I signed up with for the strategy call. I just
Mhm.
want to know which email to look for. Like, are you using today's email or the one I signed up for the strategy call?
I'm using the one from the strategy call.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
And
you.
I just, yep, of course. And I'm gonna double check. All right, I just sent out an email to everyone who's made a purchase already. Did you get that email? You can just unmute yourself and say yes or no, and refresh your screen too.
Yeah, is it the one, the trends for Wednesday?
Yeah, I got it.
Perfect.
Got it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yep, of course. So the way you want to kind of approach this, everyone, when I send you the trends list, you want to go ahead and click. This is what I do. I'll go through and open each TikTok, and then I'll like it and close TikTok. And I'll keep doing that back and forth. And then I'll go to my profile and look at my liked videos, and I'll see exactly the videos that I need to do for the day. Okay, it just is going to expedite your process.
Oh my God, that's so much easier than making it a favorite and managing it.
Yeah, no, don't do that. I'll just go through and like it, and then sometimes if I'm being really meticulous, I'll go and unlike it because I already have it on my profile, so I don't necessarily need that video. I only try to like videos that I need or that I'm going to recreate. I don't like videos just because I like them. So that's my advice, okay? Hey, we're back at 450. Let's get it.
Following 111.
Literally. Cool. Also, if you're more invested into astrology now, I highly recommend Luna Astrology. It's a really great system here. It just allows you to like tap into your chart really quickly. And I like that you can do progress charts really quickly. Shows the transits, has a really nice breakdown of everything going on. So for example, this is the current energy. Every ending is a beginning, you know, really noticing how that shows up in your life. It is able to become a web app, which is great. But I think the biggest thing is making sure that you're all in alignment with what it is that your chart needs. So if anyone has more questions about astrology or anything, I'd love to guide you a little bit. Can I add asteroids to what?
I started following you just last week. I just found you, and I'm trying to figure out astrology to pair that with human design because obviously they're like best friends.
Yes. There's a book I just ordered. I'm getting it on Monday. It's called, one second, let me show you. Let me look at my Amazon cart. It's called Pluto. So human design, oh, here it is. So there's something called EA. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So evolutionary astrology, EA, is the crossroads between astrology and human design.
Cool.
So this book here is the one that I was recommended a few months ago. When you do things based off of Pluto, especially right now, America's in the Pluto return. I'm going to be making more content on Pluto too, actually, now that I think about it. Pluto return is having a lot of dramatic changes in the world from a few months ago, actually, until 2024. We're going to see power shifts change. I predicted that all of the social media companies are pretty much going to become the governments because they have so much ability to censor, so much ability to share whatever they want and mute whatever they don't want. So Pluto really is this book. The purpose of it is to like look at what the soul is, because Pluto in EA represents the soul. In tropical astrology, in Vedic astrology, sidereal, the soul is the sun. So Pluto has to do with our deep transformation. So I would recommend this book. I do study human design, but only for manifestors. So I'm really excited to like work with you.
I can't wait to go through my chart because that's what I really want to do on our call, but like
Yeah.
there's so much overlap. It's crazy. And I do a lot of my TikTok is focused on the transits for human design. And
Yeah.
so I want to start paying attention to what's happening in astrology also.
Of course.
And kind of mesh it.
For sure. Yeah, that's a gorgeous idea. I've been working my way towards that as well. Daily transits is something I think that people really enjoy, and it adds to that consistency that we're talking about, which helps with your brand.
And so far as I can figure out, that's my differentiation at the moment.
Yeah. I think Marin Altman is the only one who does daily horoscopes. So that's something that definitely, actually, no, she's not. I know two others, but she does it very vocally, I guess would be a better way to say it. I'm scared someone knows me in here. LOL, you're funny. Cool. So did anyone else want to take advantage of this half off? And hop on the trends list? And for those of you who are interested in being my assistant, I'm grabbing you the requirements and everything right now.
I have to jump, but thank you, Sunny. This has been very helpful.
Who's talking?
Oh, it's Asia.
Asia, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. Have a good night, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.
Yes.
Okay, this is Amy. I'm jumping off right now, but thank you so much, and we'll chat tomorrow.
Absolutely, I'm excited. I emailed you back, by the way.
Okay, cool.
Cool, does anyone else have any questions?
I have a question.
Mhm.
I know we mentioned it, but I wanted to know more about asteroids, like asteroids. Would you be able to like talk about it or no?
About asteroids?
Yeah, like no asteroids like in our chart.
Yeah, like what do you mean?
Oh, I heard you mention it, but I didn't know exactly what it was or what it meant. I just knew it was in our chart and thought you would be able to like go more in depth, but we talked about other stuff.
You're talking asteroids?
I don't know if I'm saying it right. Is it astrid, like ASTRID? Like,
I think you're talking about asteroids.
okay, maybe
Yeah.
I'm spelling it wrong. I'm sorry.
No, asteroids are like small fragments of planets.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's tons of asteroids. I have a list of about 500. So I can't talk to you about all of them today.
Oh my God. Okay.
I personally keep a list. Everything that you see on this chart here,
Mhm.
I like to look. Those are my favorites.
Okay.
So I have done an asteroid class before. The class that I did, it was about 2 months ago. It's about all the money asteroids in your chart.
Okay.
So asteroid astrology, I recommend diving into it because it will give you very tiny, small, specific answers on how you do things. But you still I would recommend focusing more deeply on the zodiacs and the houses.
Okay.
Because once you find an asteroid, for example, like this asteroid here is called Pholus.
Mhm.
Pholus has to do with how we experiment. It's how people do psychedelics. It's how people innovate. It's how people come up with genius ideas. I can tell you that, but if you don't know what the house means and the zodiac sign means, it's really not that important.
Okay.
So focus in on the zodiac and the house. I am actively making more content on asteroids. I guess I would love to know from y'all, like, how do you think I should present it? Because I've done videos before and they're kind of clickbaity. I noticed the clickbaity ones work when it comes to asteroids, because when I just say Pholus, people kind of like, they're like, and they swipe.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Should I go with the clickbait? Should I keep it? I don't know. Who has ideas? Because I'm down to educate on it. It's just, it's very dense.
I kind of like the clickbait ones
Okay.
that you mentioned. So I think that'll still be good.
More clickbait. Got you. Is there a class for this? I can definitely make one. I have to go through the chat anyways. So y'all want classes on asteroids, on what else? Altars? I already did a class on the money asteroids. I have that. That's exclusive content. You can go buy that in my snip feed right now if you want to learn. It's how to let me find it. It's called How to Make 10K Through TikTok Course Part 1. I'm going to change the name so it makes sense to you. Okay. It's called How to Make 10K Through Asteroids Course. Looks like this.
Okay.
Yeah, I go through, I think about 20 asteroids, and then I give you my top 5. My top 5, those are the ones. It's Industria, Abuntia. Oh my God, the names are crazy.
Okay. Let me look through it. Thank you.
Yeah, but here's my asteroid list. There's an asteroid called Opportunity, Enterprise, Industria, Academia, Destin, and Karma. Those are my top 5.
Wow. But
there's an extra one I included in there, Karma. I like Karma a lot. I think that's like a really good one to work with. Forbes is a really good asteroid to study. But in that exclusive content that I showed you over here, I go through how to find it, what it means. I go through every single zodiac, and it's just really digestible. Like, it's really a great class. That class was like $300 per person. I think like 10 people showed up. So I would highly recommend grabbing that for the 55 if you can.
okay.
Yeah, learning how you make money energetically, I think, is like so important. So asteroids, you just get way more in depth. I feel like you go way more in depth with that information. And these are things that the planets can't do.
Okay.
Especially the one I like the most is Industria, how to build inside of an industry. That's one of my favorites. Enterprise is another one. Mine's in Gemini, or excuse me, Leo. My Industria is in Gemini, my Enterprise is in Leo. So if you're looking to start a company and expand, these are really great asteroids to work with.
Okay.
Yes, screenshot this if you haven't already.
I have.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah. Steal it. I'm showing it to you so you can use it. But yeah, definitely do your research.
Okay.
I can cover these obviously in readings for you too. I would love to, but I will make more content about it, more free content about it. And y'all said clickbait, so I'm gonna do my best to make it clickbait.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. I'm just taking notes. So you said asteroids, altars, and what else?
What's the other thing?
Stellar, what's up?
Hi, about Luna astrology.
Mhm.
There's like black moon mean, black moon natural. There's like 3 of them. Which one here is like your Lilith? Which one do you click?
Use natural.
Natural. What does this node comes? Like there's like node of Jupiter. What does they mean?
That is level 5 astrology.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask for that.
Yeah. The nodes are just like the nodes, but it has to do with specifically the node of Jupiter. So it's your north node, but for your Jupiter. So Jupiter is the planet of abundance, knowledge, wisdom. And the north node of Jupiter would be, what is your purpose with Jupiter? It's very advanced. I think I can explain it to you very easily, but it's very detailed, very complex.
Well, I clicked on it. I will search it up. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, y'all talked about y'all wanted an astro diet or a spiritual diet.
I am doing both. Oh, wait.
Okay, cool. So I've got asteroids, altars, and diet. That's all I see. I'll include level 5 astrology. See what happens. Doshas.
Oh yeah, that'll be a good one, dosha.
Okay, cool. It's almost 9 o'clock my time. I gotta I gotta start chipping at this video. I think it's like 3 hours long. So I look forward to those of you who want to work with me. Again, everything's on sale right now, in terms of my readings and everything. Really appreciate all the questions. Y'all had amazing questions as always. The next step really for all of you is to just digest everything that we talked about. Like I said, for those of you who are a little bit on the fence about leaving your job or whatever, I really want to encourage you. This new moon is a great time to start something fresh, something that you want to actually go for. So please, please, please take that time, take that energy to look at your chart and go for it. The worst that can happen is you'll be like me and go homeless and end up figuring it out anyways, which I doubt that'll happen to you because I just gave you so much information to make sure that you don't do that. All right. So I'm excited for all of you. I'm excited to see what you accomplish. If anyone has any last words on the class, what you liked about it, I would really appreciate it. I'm going to use it for a highlight reel for the best teacher award ever. I don't know who's going to give me the award, but I would love to give it to myself. If I earn it, really. Anyone have anything they want to say about what they enjoyed?
I enjoyed you going over the different definitions of each sign. That was really good. I really appreciated that as well.
For sure.
I want to say thank you. I'm from Philippines. I'm on and off as your student. I was out the last time because I haven't sleep, and then I end up getting sick the next how do you say the last I think I was out like two classes because I don't know if it's traumatized. I'm not traumatized. I haven't slept straight like 36 hours because I forget that I have your class, and then I was just studying. Yeah, thank you so much for those little tidbits and of teaching us, because it helps me a whole lot. And because of you, and also I also find that I didn't really find the exact teacher like you. Does that make sense? Like they give a whole lot.
Thank you.
Like I didn't sleep for 36 hours, but you have given so much. Like it give me sick. The next I slept and then I woke up sick, but it just made a whole lot of sense, and I wouldn't change it. Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you,
coming.
thank you.
I appreciate your support so much. Thank you.
All right, bye. Thank you.
Have a good night or morning.
Hi, Sunny.
Hello. Oh, I mean, bye.
I was gonna say, I think you said bye.
I'm a little tired. All right, y'all. I love you so much. I appreciate all of you. Thanks for sitting at my window with me. I look forward to hearing from you all very soon. Toodles.
Night.
Sunny, before you go, I know you covered this and I apologize, but is your coaching only for content makers? No. If you want coaching to learn astrology, I do teach people astrology strictly. Okay. I have no issue sitting with you for 4, 8, or 6 months on how to read your chart. I can teach you asteroids. I can teach you synastry. I can teach you astrocartography. I can teach you astrology magic. I can teach you basically anything that you've seen on TikTok. I've done. I was doing that 2 years ago because of my mentor gave me some really great books, and I found even better books in the last few months. So if you want coaching just for astrology, I can show you that. And if you're a business owner, or if you work a job or a student, I can teach you very unique ways to still make money, even if you don't want to use TikTok. One of my first mentors, he taught me how to use astrology for the lottery. And he has like a 36% of his clients have won the lottery, which is insane. He's an Aries. He's he's like 87-year-old dude in Indonesia. It's weird, but he teaches you how to use your mudras, which is your fingers, to build up the energy. And then he gives you a series of lucky numbers, which is based on your inner 7 planets. He taught me how to do that. So I would love to show you if that's something you're interested in. We could go that far if you want to, but I got to teach you the basics first, obviously. Yeah. Old astrologers are insane. Like they just know so much. I'm so glad to know them. But I love you all. Look forward to meeting all of you. Peace.